What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing this evening? Thank you for joining me on the show. I truly appreciate your support. It's always good to see you folks chatting up prior to the stream. And X24, yes, I did get your email. I just didn't have time to respond back yet. But we will talk, brother. We will talk. And it's going to be a different. If you notice, the intro is a little bit different for this live because this is kind of more of a specialized live stream than I normally do with my normal intros and stuff like that. We have a lot to discuss. There's a lot of things that I want to get off my chest. And there's more to what's happening than we think is what's happening. You know what I mean? I know it's a bit cryptic, but we're going to get into that too. Okay. So first of all, let me do what I like to do and say hello to some of you folks in chat before we get started. So I truly appreciate you guys being here. And mods, thank you for doing what you do. Good to see you, Wink. Nice to see you. Nate, hello. Who else? We got JT in the house. Lori D. Kimberly Homestead. Let me see. Stealth mode. Free at last. Love it. Good evening. And free at last. I can talk about that if you want. But it'll be he put his video up on Rumble. And because we were on the phone right before this live stream and discussed that. So he deleted it himself just as a precaution, but it's up on Rumble. He's probably going to be switching some things up a little bit. All right, who else do we got in chat this evening? What's up, Joyce? Good to see you as well. I think I got stealth mode. Oki Khan, Ostlander, good to see you. Let me see who else do we have here. Biggs Prep, hello, little lone prepper. Oki Khan, Miguel. Trying to scroll a little fast as usual, but you know, if I miss you, I do apologize. Chet, good to see you as well, Chet. Who else do we got? Scrolling on down. Carol, and nice talking to you, Carol, the other day in the comment section. I thought that was pretty cool of you. I like to answer questions when I put out certain content like that has to do with like the solar generators and other things like that, and other questions, gardening videos or whatever that I put out. What's up, Penny? Good to see you as well. Van City's in the house. All right, Kathleen, you're absolutely right. It never does end. It never does. Unfortunately, I wish it would. I wish things would just get better just for a few days. That would be awesome. Just to have a break. What's up, Jeff? Just got off the phone with you as well. I've been on the phone with a lot of folks lately. Well, text with you, Jeff, but we've been on the phone. What's up, Big Papa? Good to see you as well, man. All right. Who else do we got? Florida man. What is up? My neighbor. Snake Bites in the house. Emperorless Kimberly. Look at all those green names in there. A lot of great supporters. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Coffee First. Good to see you as well. Crazy Cuban Chicken Lady. Hello. Let me see. Penny Willis. Prepping Survival. And Viv B. I know I'm going to miss some folks. What's up, Scott? Good to see you. Dobby. Good to see you as well. And you know, Dobby, every time I say your name, I always think back that I'm saying it wrong. I'm horrible with names. But Karen, good to see you as well. Who else? Kevin Grip, what is up? All right. Yoshi's mom. Good to see you in a live stream, Yoshi's mom. I appreciate that. It's nice to see that you're always in the comment section. I appreciate the support as well. Jason, hi from Oregon. Good to see you. Quickney, good to see you as well. All right. Rita, JRC, have a great day. Michelle, always good to see you. One Liberty, One Freedom. Harvey Black, Annie Bach, Barbara, Annie Oakley, Rita, Jason, Dreams Acres, DM, Wolfsbane Hollow, Ann Auden, Allison Sherman, Rita Hunter, Biggs Prep. I got you, X24, Seabass, Big Dog, Jure, KJ, KT, CKOC. Went on a roll right there, folks. I got, what's up, Yarn? Good to see you as well. Idaho Mike Prepping. Who else do we have? I miss anybody? Miss J, Miss Terry. All right, Jason, welcome, Jason. Your first time here. It's probably not going to be my greatest live stream, but I'm glad you're here. Usually we talk a little bit more about other stuff. What's up, Mona? Good to see you as well. Ann Hersey, Pony Girl, and Pony, I emailed you back. catch up with you again more on the solar stuff here soon. I see Ann, Tennessee Prepping Lady, Doubles, Mama Bear, Fred Petros, Vicky Jordan, Rita Hunter, and the list goes on. Stealth Mode. Well, I think I got everybody. Annie Oakley, Carlo Adventures in Survival. If I missed you, I do apologize, but let's kind of get started. Johnny Finance, Great Lakes Reliance, B. Walker. All right. Annie Oakley, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, folks, a lot of you folks have sent me many, many emails, some text messages for people that have that number, and a bunch of other things like that in the chats and the comments. They've been saying, Grey, I can't log into Discord. So this whole live stream is not going to revolve totally around Discord. There is a lot more afoot per se than just the Discord. So I want to kind of get that. What's up, Anna? Anne Marie, good to see you. McBean is in the house. So let's kind of talk about the Discord, folks. And I fought tooth and nail. At 4:52 p.m. on Sunday, I think it was. They took it down. I appreciate it. That's not. I do that as well. Great Lakes is I will be watching content at work. Miguel, good to see you. What's up, Butch? Got to see all you guys in chat. So all in all, the Discord platform for me, the GreyMan Preparedness Network, is gone, and they have said they will not give it back. So let me show you a couple of things in regards to Discord. But folks, you want to stay tuned because I have a lot to go over, and I'm not used to doing videos this way, but I want to share some information with the community that I think is very pertinent to you. I will never put any specific person, place, or thing that has to do with the community on blast in the aspect of that it's wrong. But we'll get into that. So first of all, I want to share you what Discord has sent me. It's public information, so why not, right? And show you how this whole thing went down. And I'll be honest with you, folks. I have connections. I have certain connections that I'm trying to use in the manner to fight it, but I don't think it's going to do nothing. I have a friend in the state's attorney's office. Some of my best friends are in the higher echelon of the sheriff department here locally, and it's just not looking good to what's happening. So let me go ahead and bring this up for you and show you what Discord sent me. First, they didn't send me anything. They said they sent me something, but they did not. So let's bring this up to the stream. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll try to make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Nice and big. It says, hello, your account was disabled for violating our terms of service, aka their TOS, community guidelines. We will not reinstate your account. You should have received an email with more information regarding this violation. If you have any questions as to what behavior resulted in your account being disabled, please refer to that email. There is no other email other than saying we took down your account. I looked everywhere, scoured my own Gmail account and scoured. There was nothing. It says, please note that we will remove and anonymize all data associated with the deleted accounts in 14 to 30 days after beginning the deletion process for that account. Sincerely, Discord Trust and Safety. All right. So I thought that was sure. Yeah, you guys are just kind of diarrhea at the mouth per se, right? They're just kind of saying whatever they want to say. Here's let me skip over here. Let me see if I have this here. So this is what they're saying. Conspiracy theories. This is one of the things that was brought to my attention after digging deep enough to find out what transpired. What is considered a conspiracy theory, folks? That the earth is flat, that we didn't go to the moon, and the list goes on and on and on. But as far as I know, people in general can have those discussions because we're supposed to be in a free country. We're supposed to have the ability to have these conversations. Some people say the earth is round. Some people say the earth is flat. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, no matter how absurd it is. To me, if you're spreading hate, that's a different story, right? But when it comes to just conversation about whatever it may be, what is considered a conspiracy theory, right? So this goes to show that no matter what you talk about it, if there's no, if the people behind the machine don't agree with what you have to say, it's a conspiracy theory. Anyways, so that's that. Let me go bring down this over here and come back over here and drop that. So basically, that's kind of the gist with the Discord, right? So you guys know. So there is no more Discord. Some folks say that we should start a new one. We spent a year, over at least a year or longer, creating that Discord, bringing information like gardening, bringing information like sharing recipes, bringing information and bringing people together to have conversations about what they're seeing in the world today. Lots of different topics like that. There was never anything derogatory, negative, violent, or nothing like that. I was very strict. I had specific rules behind that. So why would anybody or any entity want to remove or create, take down that Discord? It was a very family-friendly situation. I've had so many issues with people that I have removed from Discord because of their vulgarity. And they're saying, Grey, you're mean. Grey, you're nasty. Why are you censoring me? Well, people with families share that information. So I don't need the vulgarity there. If you want vulgarity, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other channels and a lot of other Discords that you can frequent. So you don't have to be in mine. So that, of course, created strife. And when people get mad, people get vindictive. They want to hurt you. They want to do bad things to you. And we're going to get to that here in a second. Empress Kimberly, no, it went down before that. And I'm not going to discuss that just for reasons being, is that after I got off the phone with Rudy and some other folks I've discussed, it's a very touchy subject, and the wrong thing will probably, I'm assuming you guys don't want to lose this. A lot of you folks come and watch me because you like what I have to say, the information I have to say to share with you, and I don't want to lose this. We still may lose it at one point or another, but for now, let's try to do as best as we can. So I've had to streamline my account a little bit more. There's certain things that you probably won't see here no more. I've removed some of the old content that was questionable because people are vindictive, be it the powers that be or other folks. But we're gonna, like I said, I'm gonna get into that here in a second. Have a great day. I appreciate that, Kevin Grip. I understand that. So did I. Exactly, CKOC. The division is key. Division is huge. And like I said, here in a little bit, what I'm going to tell you is heartbreaking. But I want to finish up on one thing on the Discord real quick, okay? And then we'll move on to some other issues that I have learned, that I've come to find out that is truly heartbreaking for me as a person in this community and a person who's trying to share information to help others. But real quick, let's bring up, I was trying to figure out why Discord does what it does. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this up. Let's get rid of this here. And I'm not going to read this entire article to you. This is the guy that owns Discord. These two here, they live out in California. Yeah, that's you figured that. And so they're blaming it on, this happened in 2017. This goes into his thing, but I wanted to show you something here. I'm looking for it. They're blaming it on white supremacy, from my understanding, or something to that extent that happened. Something that happened in 2017 in regards to the Discord platform. But here's one thing I want to show you. I want to see if I can find it again. I'm kind of just going, randomly, but there was other accounts on there that they haven't banned, and I'm trying to see if I can find out where it is. I should have screenshotted it. Sorry. But I'm just looking here it's just giving his information. I don't care about it, anything about him. I'm looking for what I'm trying to show you, which I wish I would have just cut to that, but let me see. Reputation implores and recording. And my apologies. Here we go. So back in 2017, this is what they did. 2017, they deleted roughly 100 alt-right groups from Discord. Who considers a person to be an alt-right group? Is that being anybody that's a conservative? Being anyone that believes in God? Being anybody that believes in the Constitution? Is anyone that believes in, our forefathers and what they did for the rest of America? Anyways, they promised themselves there would be more to come. Here we are today. So as what they mean by more to come is anybody who doesn't fit the narrative or fit what they feel is proper conversation, regardless of the Constitution, they're going to take you down. So I decided to do some research, and I'm not going to show you guys here. I'm going to go ahead and bring this down because it's just more useless information, but I wanted to share you that they had promised to go more. What's up, Rudy? Good to see you, my friend. So I decided to go and search Discord with another, with a fake phone number and a fake account, which is easy to do. Very easy to do, right? And went to go check a bunch of other people's Discords on gaming channels and other channels. And folks, you will not believe what I saw. I saw extreme derogatory. I saw racism. I saw material not fit for young children, as they call it, not safe for work. A lot of bad things. Those Discord servers, those platforms, the people that have those servers have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, if that's what you call them, members or whatnot. And they have free reign. There was one Discord server called, what do they call it? I can't say the name, but they, ACAB, they use that terminology entitling their server. Has to do with police officers. That one's okay. That's okay. But for us to have a small server that's only people with a link that can join the server, and to talk about gardening and to talk about, you know, recipes and things of that nature, for them to come down on us and destroy our server. Sure, people shared news articles. That's what people do. It's like if I had a newspaper back in the 1970s, 80s, or whenever the newspapers were more popular, and I gave my uncle, like, hey, man, read this. That was before the electronic age. I shared an article with a friend. Or maybe that friend shared an article with this friend or another family member. Same thing. It's not like here on a platform like this where I'm reaching the masses, where there's, you know, millions and millions of users that can come across my content. And the Discord was a very small, compact, small community. Roger that, KT. All right. So here are, now let me, some of you guys that were here when I first started this live stream saw that intro. This is what's heartbreaking to me. And folks, you can ask me 100,000 times, and I'm not going to mention any names. That's just not my style. Just not how I work. So come to find out, after doing lots of research, screenshots, emails, a lot of you folks that peruse various channels and whatnot have said, hey, Grey, this is very concerning. I want to share this with you. And in confidence, please don't tell anybody. And when someone tells me that, I keep that to the grave. That's who I am. You have to build your character that way. If someone asks you not to discuss something, you don't discuss it. And there's a few other things I need to discuss on here as well. So there's a small group of folks, not a large group at all. Maybe 10 to 20 people. A couple of them might be content creators. Other ones are just in the community. And what I mean by in the community is in the preparedness community. Folks, they're using every asset that they can to destroy other channels and other communities. For what? I'm confused. A lot of people say it could be jealousy. A lot of people could say it's because they don't agree with what you say or what you do. Some people say they just don't like you. A lot of things like that. And here's the thing, folks. I'm a middle-aged person. I haven't been in high school for a long time. I enjoyed high school. I had fun. And that was my life then. As an adult with the family and a person who believes in God, and I know some of you folks, I'm not pushing my religion down your throat, but I'm just saying that for me, if I don't feel comfortable with someone, a group, a person, an individual, I move on. I just don't, I'm not going to give them a thumbs down. I'm not going to interact with them. And I'm not going to say anything bad about them, especially on a social media platform. A lot of folks don't get that. And a lot of you folks who've been following me for quite some time, I've had some issues. I've had someone sit on YouTube and bash me for 45 minutes straight. Maybe they enjoyed it. Maybe their viewers enjoyed it. It doesn't matter to me. I fear a lot of you folks are here for one reason only: to hear what I have to say, to look at my content, to see my reviews, to share information with other community members, things like that. To me, that's what's most important. Because folks, if people, especially in the preparedness community, can't get along on a social media level, what do you think is truly going to happen if things go really bad, folks? It's the reason it's heartbreaking for me is because some of these folks I cared about, some of these folks you would assume that they're friends, and it's a shame that something happens that they don't agree with, and they go a totally different direction and become vindictive. I'm going to keep on doing me. I'm going to keep on producing content and doing what I think feels best for the community, and pray and hope that I do right by you folks, the people that watch me every time I put out a video, the people that take the time to leave comments, to be here in the live streams, and just to take the time and enjoy what we're doing here, and sharing information with each other. This is what I consider a community. Folks, unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there. And like I said, the part is who would think that with everything happening in the world today, with the governments doing what they're doing, with the administration doing what it's doing, with the economy, with everything that's negative in this world, people want to attack other people. It's not just me either. Don't get it wrong. It's not just me. They're attacking a lot of people that you folks care about. And I'm not going to mention them either, other than me and her had a discussion. A lot of you folks know that Casey Little Owl is in YouTube jail for a week due to a video that she put up. And I'm not going to get into specifics, but she's had a lot of trouble, a lot of hate. But all she's trying to do is share pertinent information to the preparedness community in regards to medicinal medicines. But people are going on her channel and leaving bad comments. People are reporting her content. So it's not only that we have to fight the machine and fight the people that run these businesses, but we're having to fight other people supposedly in our own community who care, who may preach God, who may say they're in it for the community, that they say they love you, that all they care about is doing for the community. But then behind the scenes, under the cloak of darkness and under random names, they're here amongst us to destroy us, to take away our voice. And when we look at that, we here are always talking about the documents behind me, the Constitution, the freedom of speech, right? Now, there's a certain extent people have gotten mad at me because I don't want people cursing on my channel. I have people that watch this with their families. A lot of you folks know who Vera is. Vera is a young girl that watches with her family. So having derogatory comments on the channel, I just can't do it, folks. And I know some of you folks get mad at the mods because the mods, have to time you out. Some folks get banned. The mods try to help you out by saying, hey, this is not allowed. So please refrain from that. I'm going to go ahead and time you out or hide your message. Or maybe they'll email you or get a hold of you in some manner. Now, we don't have the Discord now, so we can't communicate through that way. And then if you continue to do something like that, of course, they're going to remove you from the channel. Because the last thing that we want folks to do is to take away from the message. And that's the message of unity, community, and preparedness. Yes, I talk politics. On the Sunday Shift Report, I take a risk. I cover topics that could possibly get me in a situation in hot water, as they say. It's crazy, but I can say something that the powers that be don't agree with. I understand that I have to fight that fight. But to fight a fight within, that just doesn't make sense. So to me, it's heartbreaking to know that there's people in the community that are trying to destroy others. Now, I've talked to some seriously large channels, and they all said, yes, I've had some issues with other content creators. I've had issues with this and issues with that, but they put it to the side. They won't come on YouTube and make videos. They won't create special live streams or hidden agendas or other ways to communicate with each other and say, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take down this person because for whatever reason, we don't like them. We don't care if they're a prepper. We don't care if they're a homesteader, a gardener. We just don't care. But I do. I care. So folks, the bottom line to what I'm trying to say here is, please, if you're watching certain content and you get that vibe, and if you're ever watching a YouTube video, be it here or anywhere else on any type of platform, and someone is sitting there talking bad about one or two other people, that should give you an inclination that they might not have the best character. You be the judge. I'm not telling you what to do. To me, I believe in freedom, and you're free to choose and do what you want to. You're free to choose to hit that thumbs up button. You're free to choose to hit that thumbs down button. You're free to choose to leave a negative comment. If I don't like the comment, I will remove it. Being that this is my platform, this is my channel, I make the rules. But I feel like that my rules are obtainable into the aspect they're not harsh. So I hope that a lot of you folks out there understand where I'm coming from, because you folks have known me for quite some time and watched a lot of my content, and all I have tried to do is try to help people. The whole reason for my channel here is to help people. Not only you, the viewers, but also people around here. There's things that I do that people don't know me personally. Queekney, I appreciate that. I truly appreciate the support. Unbroken, I'm not familiar with that. I appreciate that, Ruth Johnson. CJ, from the research that I've gotten, there were several in the community. Nobody that I'm seeing on here. Most of the folks have been blocked, but there's several folks that a long time ago I used to consider friends. Maybe they don't consider me a friend because some of the things that I say you can't do, or something that I've done to them that they don't agree with. I understand that. Some people hold grudges. It's okay. I have family issues. I've had issues with friends, but we always bury the hatchet because there is more to life than being negative and being vindictive towards other folks. So folks, just be careful. I want you to please be careful, because your time is precious. Michael McGowan, thank you for the super chat. Watch, stand fast in the truth, be brave, be strong. I appreciate that, Michael. I'm going to go ahead and screenshot that so I don't forget it, because I do care. When you guys draw my attention for something that's important, I want to save it because I want to look it up. I've made a lot of great friends on this platform, and I've made a lot of acquaintances as well. There's some really good people on here, really great people that produce amazing content, small channels and large. And it's a shame that I had to sit here and talk about the situation that's eating our community from inside of itself. It's like a cancer, and it's spreading. This didn't happen to me, and I'm not going to say who it happened to, but who would contact someone and say, hey, I see what you're doing, but you're not going to make it in YouTube. Your content is not good. Why would anybody ever do that to someone? At least they're trying to share a little bit of their information. Who cares who starts a YouTube channel? Who cares what content they're producing? If that's what they want to do, then let them. So be it. Van City, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Folks, every single day, people are being attacked. We are a face on YouTube, so we get attacked all the time. One thing I will not ever tolerate is you, the viewers, my community, ever being attacked in my chat. That I will not tolerate. It is not fair to my viewer, and it's not fair to anyone else. I've put some measures in place to help protect you so that you can enjoy when we're talking about certain things, when we're talking about gardening, when we're talking about preparedness, when we're talking about all these different things that are important to us. Hey, Tommy Bites Homestead, thank you so much for the super chat. The truth shall set you free, and some people just can't take with you on your journey. Love them from afar. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let me see if I get you Siltron Munitions. Thank you for the super chat. Matthew 7:15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. I agree 100%. 100%. So, folks, I just want you folks to be careful, folks. I really do. That's all I'm trying to get out of this little section of this live stream is I want you, your time is valuable. And the more time spent learning and preparing, that's more important than listening to someone talking about someone else like it's a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a high school, thingamajiggy. We're adults. A lot of us are grown people. There's not many young kids that watch preparedness videos, which I wish there were. I do. I really do. Evelyn, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate that. Jennifer, I love you too. I love a lot of you guys. You know what I mean? And that's why it's hard for me. I feel like I'm a pretty thick-skinned person. But when people are consistently on the attack, for whatever reason, so be it. Move on, folks. Move on and focus on your lives. Don't focus on others. There's so much more out there to be concerned about and to be worried about than to have a discourse with other folks on YouTube or on Facebook or on Twitter. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, folks, that's what I really have to say about that. And hopefully I didn't upset anybody. Hopefully you guys respect that I'm just trying to be truthful and honest in how I feel about things. And just from me to you is how I feel. I just wanted to share that. And like I said, it's something I usually don't do and focus in too much. But after the Discord situation and finding out the information I did, it was hurtful. And I just wanted to share that, folks, that we need to be careful. What's up, Chief? Jasper's mom. Good to see all you folks. Mona. I appreciate that, Jennifer. I truly do. Tara Smile says, clearly they have too much time on their hands to attack so many. I agree. It's like that's what consumes their lives. Maybe if they focus more on prepping or their family or the love of God or something more important than hate and negativity, maybe that would bring more light into their lives. You know, maybe something is eating them away. Maybe something is eating away at them. I don't know. I can't help everybody, but every person that I do touch on this channel, whenever I put whenever I put a video out, if it's a review video or if it's a video about gardening or if it's a video about long-term food storage or whatever that I do, and some person says, hey, Grey, you helped me out a lot. I didn't know that I could do it this way. You saved me money. Whatever those comments are, that's what's important to me, is that I'm producing content for people to help folks. To me, that's what emergency preparedness is if you come on YouTube to teach, gardening or to teach homesteading or to teach sewing or whatever, you're just trying to help folks out. But there's so much hate in this world. It's insane, folks. It's insane. And there's people out there that preach what the left does. They're like, these people dox people. These people do this. These people silence people. These people do. They complain about these people and not realizing that they're part of that crowd. Thank you, Casey. Speaking of Casey, I should have done that before I went into this long tangent. And I want to say thank you to every single one of you folks that have sat here and listened to me ramble on about the situation. I truly appreciate that. You guys are amazing people. And God bless every single one of you out there. But Casey Little Owl, who I had on my channel not too long ago, is in YouTube jail, like I said earlier. If you guys can help her out, that would be truly appreciated. She can't produce any content for a week. She cannot post in her community tab. And a lot of things are going to be shadow banned, of course, and how that plays out. But if you want to help her out, go watch some of her other content. Watch one of her playlists. Whenever a community member is in need, we try to help those folks out. You know how many times people have said, hey, Grey, this person's house burnt down. Hey, Grey, this person's refrigerator broke. Hey, someone's lost their job. And I'll reach into my pocket because if I have it, I give it. And to the same people that I've given to are the same people that spread hate sometimes, which blows me away. Blows me away. Sandy, can someone, one of my moderators, drop Casey's channel, please? I appreciate that. And folks, speaking of dropping channels, whenever someone drops a channel in my live stream, and they share a channel out, go check it out. If you don't like it, then don't subscribe. But if you do like it, subscribe. Check out a few of their videos before you make a conclusion. And I'm not specifically talking about KC. I'm just talking in general. Give them a chance. Check out their content. And if it's something that you like and enjoy, subscribe and watch their content. If it's something that you don't like, or whatever the case may be, then you don't have to subscribe. It's just a suggestion. It's just a suggestion. Anyways, 35 minutes in, and like I said, my apologies, folks. I just had to get that out. I had to let folks know that, you know, it's just disheartening to know that we are fighting the good fight, trying to do everything we can do to survive, and some of the same folks are trying to bring us down. I appreciate that, TN Prepping Lady. Thank you, Michael McGowan. Appreciate that, Yarn. I knew Yarn or somebody would grab that for me. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Heart 76. That's awesome. MD Creekmore. Another great channel. Good to see you, Ink. Pepper Prepper says, no need to apologize, brother. You have a big heart, and it's a good thing. Folks, my wife tells me that all the time, too. Stealth mode, I agree. I do agree that I have a big heart. And I do, because whenever I have an opportunity to help someone, that's my goal. If someone who has 100, I'm going to use the content, you know, like content creators for reference. So if someone says, hey, Grey, how do you use StreamYard? Or, hey, Grey, how did you do your YouTube? If I have the time, I'll try to help them. I want if everybody on here, there's 256 people in here. If every single one of you wanted to start a channel, I would try to do the best to give you the best advice as I can, because all you guys have something to offer the community. Every single buddy in this live stream has something to offer. Don't ever sell yourself short, folks. Don't ever sell yourself short. You know, some of you guys might be able to sew really good. Some people are in the medical field. Some people are prior service. You know, some people are experts in different things. And that's what I love about community. Because the whole lone wolf thing, when it comes to prepping, it's not feasible. Some people may disagree with me. I understand. And that's cool. People are allowed to disagree with other folks. There's plenty of folks that still watch me today that we've had issues where I've disagreed with them or they disagree with me, and we're still friends. They're still here. That's called conversation. That's called conversation. You know? So hopefully everybody understands that, you know? All right, so let's try to move forward past this. Let's try to move forward past this, folks. Right, Elsie in Florida? Dreams Acres, I appreciate that. Idaho Mike says, I show canning food and upcycling and dehydrating. See, that's awesome. There's a lot of great people in this live stream. A lot of great people. That's why I love doing the interviews. I love introducing you folks to new channels. And the whole reason I do the interviews with folks is because to let you get them know a little, to get to know them a little bit more on a personal level. You know, sometimes, let's say you've been following, let's say you follow, let me use, I'll use Matt over at Magic Prepping. Let's say you follow Matt, Magic Prepping, but you haven't ever had a conversation with him or know a little bit about Matt and why he started YouTube or something like that. And I bring him on the channel and have an interview with that person and kind of ask those questions for you. And then you guys get to interact as well. I love doing that. And I love meeting new people because, like I said, everyone has something to offer. Unbroken says, I would not mind if someone criticizes my content flow as long as they're willing to offer better solutions. Otherwise, it's moot. I agree with you. I can always tell when someone watches one of my videos and they leave a negative comment and they didn't watch the entire video through, because they'll say, hey, you didn't talk about this. And I'm like, no, at 7 minutes and 13 seconds, I did. So there's just people out there, you know, it's one thing Trolls, that's just something that you're gonna have to deal with. You know, trolls is trolls. It's almost a career at this point, is becoming a professional troll. And that's something you just have to deal with in general on whatever platform that you're on. But people that you care about, to go behind your back and kind of be sneaky about things, that's just not cool. You know, a long time ago when I first started YouTube, I followed somebody that was really great. I thought his content was super great. And someone said that you shouldn't follow him. So I stopped following that person. 6 months down the road, I realized the other person that told me to stop following that person was in the wrong. And come to find out, they have great content. So I resubscribed and been following them ever since. I will make my own decisions. And I implore you to make your own decisions. I will never tell you not to follow someone or to unsubscribe from someone. That's just wrong. You are an American citizen, or most of you are. I know some of you guys are from Canada and Australia and stuff like that, but you are an individual who can make your own choices. I don't need you to tell, I don't need to tell you who to unfollow and not to be subscribed to. That's not my place. You folks decide who you want to watch and the type of content that you're looking for. Folks, I watch all kinds of stuff outside of prepping and stuff like that. I watch all kinds of stuff. I love my gardening videos. I follow a lot of gardeners. I follow a lot of homesteaders. I follow all different types of channels because I enjoy their content. I'm trying to look at the, I'm a troll in Michigan means we have lower the peninsula. Roger that, Christopher. Jan says, I sub or unsub people because that's what I want to do. Exactly, Jan. You made a conscious decision that, like, hey, I get either a bad vibe or I don't like this content, so I'm going to unsub. But I guarantee you, Jan is not going to leave negative comments. She's not going to be spiteful. She's not going to do that. She's just going to be like, hey, this is just not for me. I'm going to move on because I'm an adult. And that's what adults do. Snake bite. Yeah. Oh, man. Matter of fact, I got to get I got a trolling motor for one of the boats that we have as a community. I have a small group of folks that we go fishing with, and I got to help them work on a trolling motor that went south. Anyways, folks, a little bit. I wanted to talk a little bit about. Some people had some questions in the video that I did yesterday. I want to move on past this. I think I've said enough on that topic. It's been long enough. You know what I mean? I always apologize just because I feel like I don't want to take away from you, the viewers, but it's something that I just wanted to say and talk about this evening. Of course, we'll move past this, and something that I probably won't bring up again. And hopefully maybe this will resound with someone out there and say, man, maybe I shouldn't do the things that I'm doing. Maybe I should be a better person. You know? Hey, what's up, South Florida? Good to see you, my friend. Daryl HD, I appreciate that. Texas Redleg. Love the name. And folks, if you guys ever have questions, I try to get through all my emails. I try to do the best I can to answer them. Even in the comment sections, I work hard in the comment sections. I spend hours in the comment section sometimes to answer your questions. I try to be an extreme hands-on content creator with you, my viewers. But if I can't get to you, please feel free to email me, folks. All my information is down below. I always tell people they want to send me a letter. They want to send me a postcard. Whatever that you want to do, you just want to email, you have that option. You have that option. But I wanted to touch on the video that I did yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, today's Tuesday. Wow. I'm getting my days mixed up, folks. In regards to the solar generator that I reviewed. It is pricey. Some people said this is kind of pricey for me, Gray. I understand, folks. Money's tight. But what I wanted to do with that video is I wanted to show you that things are getting more competitive. To get a device like that I showed you in that video yesterday for $1,200-$1,300 versus another unit that I showed you not too long ago that was $2,100, that is a big difference. That is a big difference. Someone asked me, I think, Pony Girl, are you in chat? Oh, there you are. Hey, Pony Girl. Thanks for the email. I wanted to address your question, Pony Girl. How long do these systems last? You know what I mean? People ask, how long do these systems last? So when I discuss life cycles, so if I say this unit has 2,000 life, okay, I'm going to use the one that I just did because I know the math on that one. So the one that I just reviewed has 3,500 cycles or life cycles, right? And what I mean by that is you can go from 100% to 0% in the battery 3,500 times. Now that doesn't end the life of the machine. If you were to do that every single day, let's say we were SHTF, the world has ended as we know it, and you're depending on that machine, that solar generator to power your freezer or your refrigerator or whatever that you're trying to do with it, and you're depending on that, and you want to know how many years am I going to get out of that? So with that unit that I was talking about yesterday on the video, 5.5 years. If you were to use it every single day from 100% to 0%, but the battery doesn't just die, it reduces its efficiency rating. So instead of getting 100% out of that, you might get 80%. And then throughout the years, it'll 70%, 60% until finally the batteries themselves will finally go kaput. So you can get anywhere from 10 to 15 years on a system like that. So to put that in perspective, let's say we were in a SHTF scenario, right? And the world, let's say, we'll use the grid. From listening to C-SPAN, listening to people that are well-versed and researched on if our grid ever collapses, on average, 6 to 18 months, as they say, how long it would take to fix. Now, that's 6 to 18 months to fix the grid or parts of the grid. Then you move past how long is it going to be able to fix the world, the U.S. itself? How long does it take? So think 5 years. 5 years to go from utter destruction to some sort of normalcy. It will never be the same, but to get to some sort of normalcy, people that survived that situation. So if you had several of these devices laying around, they probably would last you through a SHTF scenario. Now, being who I am, if it was something to last 10, 15, 20, 30 years or a lifetime, we're going to just have to go back to the dark ages, and we're going to have to, find ways to make fire for light. We're going to have to go do that thing. But in the meantime, if you're investing into your preps, something like that unit could be beneficial to you. But I don't implore you to buy it. Only buy it if you can afford it. Only buy it if you need it to add to your preps. Because what's more important is paying your bills. I know that sounds bad, but you have to pay your bills to survive, right? Buying food, buying water, buying your medicines, vitamins, and all the things other associated that cost pennies on the dollar. Gear is great. I call solar generator a gear, a flashlight, gear, backpacks, all that stuff, gear. But there's other things that are more important than other stuff. And that's like your food, your 5 C's, or some people expanded them to 10 C's of survival. Things like that. Water, food, shelter, medicines, all that stuff like that. That's really important. Ways to heat yourself, ways to cool yourself, depending on where you live. If you live in Michigan, you're probably more concerned about staying warm. If you live in Florida, you're more apt to want to stay cool. So depending on where you live, that's what you have to focus on. And once you get there to that point and you want to save up for something like that solar generator, or a night visions, or let's say a chest rig, or whatever it may be that costs thousands of dollars, make that investment. Jasper Brown says, but Gray, the government don't pay their bills. You mean I have to? Yes, Jasper's mom, you have to. What's up, East Tennessee Preparedness? Mimsicle Renegade says, get a boiler and build a wood fire steam turbine. Great point. I tell people, use your environment. Folks, before, a lot of you older folks know this, before we had the technology of today, people lived just fine. It was rougher. Life was harder, but they still existed. And they still ate. They still lived. They still did what they had to do. Now, think about this. With your knowledge, the knowledge that you have, you should be able to expand on that and be better prepared for those situations. Just imagine, most of the population out there in the world don't think about emergency preparedness. They have no clue. They don't care. They just go to the grocery store and get food for every 3 days and put some stuff in their thing. those are the folks that those are the folks that won't survive. And I hate saying that because, like, to me, any death is bad. But when you have people, and maybe you don't like this aspect, but people in the government, certain associations say that it's not, excuse me, it's not if, it's when this happens, when the power grid gets taken down. Years and years and years ago, I don't know if you guys, there was a situation in California years and years and years ago. God, I can't remember the date. It was like 2014, 2015. You can find this somewhere on Google. I'm assuming it's still around somewhere. A group of people went to a power station in California. And this is how you know it was planned. They cut the fiber optic lines for 911. They cut the lines, a line of communication. And then what they did to this power station is they fired into it, into the oil coolers, and basically the what's it called? I'm thinking generators, but no, the transformers heated up and caught fire, which brought down the grid in that area. Funny enough, folks, in the beginning of the surveillance video, there's a guy with the flashlight. The attack began. At the end of that video, the attack ended with another wave of a flashlight. To this day, they've never been caught. Some people think it was a test run. The firearm that was used in that situation was an AK-47. All the shells that they found at the scene, no fingerprints. No fingerprints. So it goes to show that, I know mainstream media doesn't talk about stuff like that, and people forget history, but there's people out there with nefarious missions. There's people out there with nefarious ideas. They want to hurt America. They want to hurt Americans, be it homegrown or external from abroad. If you've read the paperwork, the people that watch our grid, the people that watch, the people that are in control of the power supply that powers America, have been warned. But it's too costly to retrofit and do things. The downtime is too costly. Most power stations are 50 to 70 years old. They're stressed beyond all capacity. That's why we have brownouts and blackouts in certain areas. Do you know, folks, and I don't know if you guys know this, and you guys can fact check me. There's a total of 9 major power plants, or is that what they're called? Relay stations. There's 9 of them that control most of the power in the United States. Just 9. 9 of them. Wild to think that. We're always on that edge of something may happen. I pray all the time and hope, because I don't want to see devastation to that extent. Anything that ever happens like that, the grid goes down for 18 months. A lot of you guys have watched that what was it, a documentary called American Blackout? That was just 10 days. It was hypothetical, but people are killing each other for a can of peaches. Just imagine how people act on Black Fridays, people act in long lines, how people act in traffic. Imagine if there's no power. How would people truly act? No power means no fuel, means no grocery. You're not going to go to the grocery stores. Their generators are only going to last for so long. People will start looting and doing what they do best, what's built into human nature, unfortunately, and destroying things. Roger that, Chris. Penny Willis, yeah, that's a good one too. 1 second after. What's up, Bell Pepper? Good to see you. Daryl HD, yeah, it's hard to find. You used to be able to find it very easily, but they've buried that little documentary. I think was it on Discovery? I forget who put it out. It was one of those channels. But with everything that's happened in the world today, they feel it scares people to watch it. To kind of go into a different direction from this point, me see. Gator 157 says the East Coast went down for 4 days. It was 3 things caused it in like 2004. I know some of you folks have to remember when New York had that wide blackout. What happened there? Criminals went insane. Michelle says it's not available in the U.S. Matter of fact, Michelle sent me a link a while back. Michelle, see Michelle Mitten Prepper right here in chat. If you go to her channel and look at her an email, or she might be able to send you the link for that. South Florida DCI, I agree with you 100%, brother. Cash, silver, gold, etc. Tradables. One thing I wanted to mention. Where was I going to go with this? Harvey was talking to me about my website. Good point, Wink. I had put the website on the back burner. I have a lot of it getting worked on, but it's very costly. But I'm gonna try to get that. I'm gonna start putting more money into it. It just costs a lot of money to put together for what I'm trying to do. And hopefully that will be a place for us to gather. I'm working on what do they call it? Components to the website where people can share information. Maybe like a chat mechanism in the website. I have to talk with my administrator and the person that's building the website for me and see if that's possible and see if that's going to cost more. But I'm willing to do whatever I can do so that we have a platform if this platform ever decides to collapse in on itself. Because I worry about you folks, just like some of you folks worry about me. If I don't do a video for a couple of days, I'll get an email. Gray, you're all right? I appreciate that. I do. I honestly do. It lets me know that you folks care, you know? And again, like I said, I know this live stream was a bit different than usual. Usually we're more upbeat, and usually we have a topic to discuss. But I felt that we needed to have this conversation. Yes, Pony Girl, that is my hope. Stealth mode, once I have it up and running, it's right now it's kind of like a bare bones thing. We're working on places like for Voodoo Queen to share her medicinal stuff on there, for people to share gardening stuff. So we're working on all those facets, and I want it to run smooth. And here's the great thing, folks. The person that's going to be, what's the word I'm looking for, hosting my website, has his own server company. And he's a conservative. It's not like I'm going to be getting millions of hits. It's not like, some sort of millions of hits a day thing. So it doesn't have to be some sort of robust based server that I'm going to have to go pay extra for. So we don't have to worry about it getting taken down. We'll be able to talk freely, which is awesome. Of course, to a certain extent, we'll still have to monitor things and stuff like that, but it's being worked on. I'm going to try to push a little bit more into it and take some of my finances and kind of rearrange them a little bit. But a lot of you folks know I'm about to move. That's taking a lot out of me, out of my money, to take out my preps, to take my family and move to the new home. So there's a lot of things at play here, and that's why I haven't got it done yet. Hey, what's up, Mark? Good to see you as well, brother. Long time no see. Well, I talk to you every once in a while, but haven't seen you here in a minute. Good to see you, man. So hopefully that will be an option for us. Folks, if you're ever worried, here's what I suggest you do. If you're on your phone, go down to my About Me section, or not my About Me section, but to my every video that I put out, there's a section that has all these links. Subscribe to those links. Subscribe to if you don't do Twitter, then go to the MeWe, go to the Gab, go to the BitChute, go somewhere else and subscribe there. And if anything ever happens to me here, we will still be able to interact. And I know it's troublesome, folks. I know it's troublesome to sign up for another platform and to do all this. And that's why I keep on doing stuff here on YouTube, because this has the biggest audience. Everybody always says, hey, jump over to Odyssey. Hey, jump over to Rumble. Hey, jump over to BitChute. Jump up. I've been trying, but it definitely doesn't have the amount of people that you can reach here. Hopefully after the website's up and we have some other alternatives, we can build on that and bring back and build back a nice community like we had on Discord. If anybody has any other options out there that they want to email me in regards to ways or other platforms that do stuff like that are similar to that platform, you can shoot it to me. I'll take a look at it, play with it a little bit, and if I think it's going to work, I'll try to put something together. I'll put the time, the work, and the effort into it. Anything that I can do for you folks to gather. You know what I mean? I just want it to be a safe place for you guys to exchange ideas. So I think that's awesome. What's up, Flyover? Good to see you. Hawkeye, you have a great night as well. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, it's what time is it? Oh, it is an hour. It is an hour. Folks, so I've taken up enough of your time this evening. I'll be dropping a video tomorrow. I think it's a review video, and my apologies for the review videos. I just have a lot of stuff backed up, so I need to get it done for these companies. I've dug a hole for myself with the reviews, so I do appreciate your patience while I'm putting out all this material. Thank you, Jennifer Cruz. I appreciate that. But screenshot that information, save that information down there below, my address, my email, all that stuff like that you can use to get a hold of me if anything ever does happen. What else did I want to finish up with here? I know I have a video for tomorrow. I think it's a review video or affiliate video. Thursday we'll go live again at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll keep it upbeat. We'll have some fun, right? We'll talk more on a positive note. Even though the world is crazy, folks, and everything around us is collapsing, at this point, we'll try to talk about a few things that are important to us and just have a nice conversation. Other than that, I want to thank every single one of you folks for joining me this evening. I truly appreciate your time. I really do. I really do. It means a lot, folks, to see you guys here in chat, to see you guys in the comments. I appreciate the thumbs up. I really appreciate you folks tremendously. And thank you for being here and being part of this community. Mods, you know I love you too. Mods, you guys are awesome, folks, man. I can never forget. I always want to say thank you so much for everything that you do to help me run this community and this show that I like to do here on YouTube. So other than that, folks, remember, folks, you are not alone. Okay, folks, you are not alone. Be safe out there. This is GreyMan. I'm out. I'll see you guys in a rebound. God bless you.